beautiful couple met when they were young children in primary school, laughing over playground games when love was as simple as a pinky promise. This was 13 years ago in 2012. The school was Glencairn Primary and they were both in primary 7. This didn't deter them from having their first kiss though, because at the tender age of 11 years they did just that. They remained best friends throughout all their school days, up until they both left in their 5th year, ready for the next milestone in their lives. Zak had a job at Tesco, stacking shelves, and attended Ayrshire College in Kilwinning, studying an HNC in social sciences. In the meantime, Courtney also got a job at Tesco along with Zak, and went on to study the same course over 3 years and achieved her HNC. This is a couple who really do love to travel, and they've taken in other places including Budapest, Paris, Poland, Malaga, Greece, Berlin and Prague. I mentioned Budapest, and this is where the proposal took place. Zak went on to tell me how it was all orchestrated, and said the day after they arrived in Budapest he had booked a rooftop bar. Courtney wanted to be as comfy as possible, especially when touring a new country, and decided to dress nice and casual, but Zak suggested getting dressed up. Then Zak had another challenge in his hands when he couldn't find the confirmation email for the bar, resulting in Courtney having quite a strop, having to walk a significant distance, although Zak said it was only 5 minutes. They arrived at the Fisherman's Bastion viewing point, a stunning fairy tale setting overlooking the city and the beautiful Danube River. However, yet another challenge. It was closed due to renovation. They remember when walking up to the viewing point, someone had a big balloon installation set up with the words, "Will you marry me?" Zak had a panic because obviously this wasn't his plan, but someone else's. And Courtney joked, "Is that for me?" And poor Zak was sweating it out and said, no. He spent half an hour looking for the perfect spot, pretending to enjoy the views. Courtney suggested they have a cold drink in a cafe, but finally he found the perfect place at the side of the castle. He got the ring out of his pocket. Her initial reaction was to tell him to F off. And then she realised and gave him a huge cuddle, and Zak asked, "Is that an aye then?" It was, of course, a resounding yes.
Like that, how could I wanna be anywhere else? Got a heart of gold and a soul to match. Can measure this moment in a photograph. You look so beautiful, baby. I know you're the love of my life. You changed my world. Yeah, you saved me without even trying. I got a feeling you say